Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of our PSG Career Mode series. And today's episode, we kick things off with an away game against Olympique Lyon. And as you can see, Cornet for Lyon has 10 goals in the league at the moment, so he's absolutely killing it. As far as Lyon in the table, they have 2 games in hand on Monaco, 1 game in hand over ourselves and Nantes. But if they win this game against us, they're in a very good position to maybe even pip us from our first spot, because if they win this game and their next game, they'll only be 2 points behind us. It's a big game for us, it's a big game for Lyon, and we just got to go there and do the business. So far, we're looking good, but Lyon are undefeated. They're the only team in the league that are undefeated, but we are looking good. We're starting to play some fantastic football, and we want to carry that form into this game as best as we can. It is away, so it's going to be tough, but without further ado, let's take a look at the starting lineup that'll be taking on Lyon away. That is the starting lineup going into this game. It is a bit of a different lineup, with Lacazette up top, Jesse Rodriguez on the left, Di Maria on the right, with Rabiot, Krychowiak, and Verratti as a midfield 3. Kurzawa, Silva, Varane, and Aurier make up a back 4 with Alphonse, Areola in between the sticks. It's not the full strength lineup, but it is a decent, strong lineup coming off of a Champions League midweek game. So hopefully we can do the business here against Lyon. It's definitely not going to be easy, but I have faith in these boys. I have faith in these lads. Jesse Rodriguez getting an opportunity to prove himself. Of course, to get into that front 3, you got to be very, very good. So Jesse Rodriguez has his chance. Rabiot's getting more involved with the team as well, which is very good to see. And hopefully this team is good enough to get 3 points away at Lyon. Lacazette through to Serge. Lacazette, of course, playing against his former team. He's whipped it back in. Serge has whipped it in! And Lacazette has scored the goal. I don't know what the celebration is to not celebrate. So Lacazette is going to go over to the camera. Actually, yeah, let's just let him go over to the camera. He's going to celebrate. It's okay. Lacazette's going to be a cunt. He's going to celebrate against his former club. My goodness, the passing play in the first 5 minutes was fantastic. One-touch passing, all just like passing it everywhere pretty much. It was so good. It was a team goal indeed. Like, if you went back and watched the whole thing, Lyon touched it maybe once in the first 5 minutes, and we've just scored a goal from it. The 4th goal for Lacazette. Hopefully this man is finding his form, and hopefully he'll be challenging for that golden boot. He's started off behind the pace. He's got to catch up, but I know he can do it. Lacazette makes it 1-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game. Perica out wide for Valbuena. What can Valbuena do on the left-hand side? Lyon will be looking for an instant reply, but that's not how you're going to get it. It falls to Sergi Dada, and it's great defending from Marco Verratti. Out wide to Angel Di Maria. What can Di Maria do? Who's he got in support? He's got Marco. Marco trying to find one more down to Jesse Rodriguez, and it could have been a decent opportunity. Verratti. Down to Lacazette. Lacazette one more into Jesse Rodriguez. He takes it down. He composes himself and finishes like a professional. What a hit from Jesse Rodriguez. Fantastic stuff. Lacazette over the top. He takes it down. And a beautiful finish. Doesn't think about it. Doesn't hesitate. And Anthony Lopez is not getting to that. What a hit from Jesse Rodriguez. 2-0. And the undefeated Lyon is under a lot of fucking pressure. Go on, Angel. Go, Angel. Come on, mate. Look at the room he has. Angel Di Maria's gonna go for it. Come on, son. The pace. He's got Lacazette in the middle. He's going to cut in on the left, though. He's got Jesse Rodriguez. Fantastic play from Angel Di Maria. And he finds Rodriguez in the end. Lacazette might have been asking for that, and he probably should have had the ball there. Got himself in a fantastic position, but maybe no one saw Jesse coming. Maybe Lacazette was too well marked. Maybe the keeper would have predicted where the ball was going. Jesse Rodriguez just came out of nowhere like a ninja, and picking up his 2nd goal of the game makes it 3-0. And it's not even half time yet, lads, so it looks like Lyon are going to pick up their first defeat of the season. Adrien Rabiot over the top for Alexandre Lacazette. That's a fantastic ball. Can Lacazette get his 2nd here today? It's a great save from Anthony Lopez. Serge into Di Maria. Di Maria to Marco Verratti. He's going to line this one up. He's going to go for it. Verratti, a bit of audaciousness to his game. Adrien Rabiot over the top for Jesse Rodriguez. This man has been so involved. He's got Lacazette in the middle. He finds him. Lacazette with a fake shot. Couldn't get himself in a position to shoot. He finds Jesse once more. Jesse with a scoop turn. Goes for it low and down the corner. And he's looking for his hat-trick now. Alright, 2 substitutions. It's Blaise Matuidi and Lucas coming on for Verratti and Di Maria. Get a bit of freshness on the right-hand side. into Lacazette. Lacazette into Matuidi. Matuidi now into Lucas. First time, Lucas. That's cheeky, mate. Should have taken a touch. Going on a run. Look at Varane. Don't tell me that's Varane. In the middle. Oh my god, I think that's Varane in the middle. What the heck is he doing? Who does he think he is? Serge. Into Rabiot. Outside the box. Go on, Adrian! Joins the goal-scoring party. Adrian Rabiot, a player who I thought at the start of the season would probably not be playing an integral part in the team. He's been getting some game time in the past few months, and he's putting it to good use as well. Even though he's not been obviously scoring or assisting, that's not the kind of player that he is. He's been so involved though, and he's just been indirectly getting involved in goals, which is absolutely fantastic. Making a late run. That's a fantastic finish from Rabiot, making it 4-0, putting this game to bed, even though it was already in bed. But you know what Rabiot did? He tucked it in. He fucking tucked this game in. It's over. The game's gone to sleep. 4-0. Thanks for coming, Leon. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Imagine that went in. Fucking hell. And there it is. That's the full-time whistle. 4-0 here away at Lyon. Boys, if that doesn't signal how good we are, I don't know what will. I just don't know what will. 8 shots, 5 on target for us with 55% possession to Lyon. 6 shots, 5 on target, 45% possession. Lyon didn't play bad. Let's get that out of the way. Lyon were not bad. We were just incredible today. I mean, from the first kickoff, we passed the ball around. Everybody got a touch on the ball, it seemed like, and then Lacazette finished it, and it was 1-0, and we just took control from there, passing it about, knocking it about, comfortable off the ball, comfortable on the ball, and the players that played just played fantastic. Hats off to everyone who had a great performance, even the defenders, Thiago Silva and Varane cutting out so many of the attacks, and just keeping that clean sheet, you know, fantastic stuff away from home to dominate like this. It's against a team that was undefeated, nevertheless. I don't know what else to say. 4-0. Fucking hell. Alright, we have a game here against Anges that we're going to be simulating. Lafont, Munier, Marquinhos, Silva, Kurzawa, Krikowiak, Rabiot, Blin, Lucas, Ben Arfa, and Hesse-Rod. Are you fucking for real, boys? What the fuck is this? Ben Arfa plays at striker today because Lacazette was feeling a little bit tired, and I feel like, what the hell, let's just put Ben... Are we really gonna, like, lose? What is going on here? Can someone explain to me why we have not scored yet? Boys? Please, someone. Please. I can't believe this. I cannot believe what I've just seen. 2-1 loss at home to Angers. What the fuck? Alright, we have another game here against Montpellier, who are now known as MHSC, because Montpellier Herol Sport Club. Founded in 1974. They're a relatively new club, aren't they? But hopefully it doesn't end like the game against Angers. I mean, we do have points to spare. I think we're 8 points ahead of second, but still, this is the full strength lineup that we're sending out here. Now, we gotta get a... Like I was saying, we gotta get a result, but it looks like that's not gonna happen here. Please, boys, someone bring it back. 1-1. I'm so fucking done with this shit. Alright, finally we have a game that I actually want to play. It's our last Champions League group stage game. It's away at Porto, and it's a massive game for both teams. For us, we're going for a perfect 6 out of 6 wins in the Champions League group stages. Not many teams have done that, and we'd like to be a part of it. Roma and Porto at the moment are both sitting on 7 points. Now, if we take a look at the goal difference between the two clubs, Roma's sitting on -1, Porto's sitting on 1. So obviously the goal difference is not what's separating them, it's the results between the two teams. So pretty much what Porto need to do is they need a point. At the very least, they need a point. Salzburg are probably going to lose, just judging on how they've done. So even if Porto beat us, there's a really small chance that they're going to get through this group. So it looks like it's ourselves and Roma. For us, we want that perfect 6 out of 6. Alright, that is the starting 11 going into this game. It's Lacazette up front with Neymar and Di Maria on each side of him. Ben Arfa, Verratti and Matuidi make up our midfield 3 with Kurzawa, Silva, Marquinhos and Aurea as a back 4 and Areola in between the sticks, which means Marquinhos gets a chance here today. I haven't played with him in a while and I'd like him to get a bit more game time, so he's playing here away at Porto. As I said before, it's a massive game for us. To get 6 out of 6 wins would be absolutely fantastic, and for Porto to have any chance of qualification, they need 1 point, if not all 3. So probably expect them to be playing a good game. But without further ado, let's see how the last Champions League group game will go in Portugal between PSG and FC Porto. Pereira. Alphonse, get there! Oh my goodness gracious. I genuinely thought that could have been 1-0 to Porto straight away. Kurzawa. Out wide to Neymar. He's got to take on one player. Wow, Neymar made him look like a statue, but the touch was slightly too heavy and Casillas claimed it. Brahimi. Decent opportunity. Thiago Silva nearly giving away the penalty. That player for Porto, the striker, De Poitre, just cleared it out for us. Am I missing something? Why did he just clear the ball out of the goal? It should be a 1-0 Porto. I don't even know what's going on. I'm so shocked. I don't know what has just happened. What have I just witnessed? Neymar wins it back. Great work from Neymar. Who's he got in support? No one. So he's going to fake Rabona. And he's going to go from an outrageous angle. And you know it wasn't happening. Verratti into Lacazette. He's got a bit of room. That's a scoop turn. That's a finish. That is a fucking finish from Lacazette. What else do you expect from the big man who's in some form right now? Alexandre Lacazette. Great play here. Verratti staying calm, not looking to rush the play. Great scoop turn from Lacazette. And a fantastic finish. That is just inside the post there. Great finish from Lacazette. Look at that. 1-0. And even though Porto have played a fantastic half, we're the ones who finish it on top. Gets past Maximiliano Pereira like he wasn't even there. Neymar's going to take it inside now. Look at him making it look like players aren't even there. And if he could have gotten that to Ben Arfa, you would have thought that that was 2-0. Verratti through to Lacazette. Great work from Lacazette. Finds Di Maria. Di Maria back into Lacazette. What does Lacazette have now? Doesn't usually take players on, but that is some fantastic work from Lacazette. Passes it across. Lacazette did everything right, and the easy part, he screwed up the pass across to Ben Arfa, and it's only 1-0 at half-time. Alexandre Lacazette, fantastic bit of play to put... I forgot Verratti's name for a second, but nevertheless, that was fantastic play. How can I forget Verratti's name? I don't understand. I don't know what I was trying to say. I don't know whose name I was thinking of. Oh my goodness. Thiago Silva, no. What a save from Alphonse. How do you even save it like that? How is that physically possible to save the ball like that? Thiago Silva, of all people, not only did he give it away, he also slide tackled his own keeper, but somehow Alphonse has kept that out of the net. I don't know how, but he has done it. Oh no, don't play around with it in front of Neymar, mate. That is just insulting to Neymar, and he will punish you by hitting the crossbar. Neymar, of all people, you would expect to be burying that every day of the week. Oh my god, that's some fantastic play, and Porto have put it wide. Man, I don't know how Porto haven't scored yet, lads. I just don't understand how they haven't put the ball in the back of the net. Porto looking for the draw. That could get him into the knockout stages, and it's gone wide. You would have thought maybe 90th minute magic might have happened for Porto with a bit of room, but unfortunately that is wide, and that could have been Porto's last chance to get out of the group. It's full time here in Portugal, and it's a 1-0 win to PSG. That makes it 6 out of 6 in our Champions League group. With the likes of Roma and Porto in that group, I think it's a fantastic achievement to have won all 6 games, and we're definitely making our presence known in Europe. We are definitely showing the rest of Europe that we are the favourites, and we are very strong contenders for this Champions League trophy. The team is starting to click like it has never clicked before, but take nothing away from Porto, who had a magnificent performance, probably one of the toughest teams I've faced so far in this PSG career mode. Those are the stats for you guys. 6 shots, 4 on target for us with 60% possession to Porto's 6 shots, 3 on target, 40% possession. On the counter, this team was very, very, very dangerous, but just the last touch, whether it's the cross, no one was running in for crosses. I can count maybe 3 or 4 crosses from Corona, their right winger, that I can imagine if a player was there, they would have scored. They had so many near chances. De Poitre put one wide. Another one, he cleared it off the line for us. I'm not sure why. I still don't understand why that happened. But my goodness, I don't know how Porto didn't find themselves a goal, and if they had themselves a goal, they could have drawn this game. If that gave them qualification, we don't know yet. I'll check the table in a minute, but at the same time, they'll feel very disappointed to have lost this game. I think they definitely earned themselves a point. Okay, so we did get an offer from the French national team to manage them. Now, I don't usually do national, or I should say international management, but France kind of makes sense. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm only going to show the actual competitions. I'm not going to show any qualification games, nothing like that. If we qualify for the summer competitions, that's all I'll be showing, and it won't even be after this season. I think it'll be after next season will be the World Cup, and that's what I'll show you guys. I'm not going to show any qualification, any friendlies, nothing. Is that what you guys want to see? Do you want to see eventually some France management? Do you want me to be within the French national team? You guys can let me know, and I'll leave the decision up to you guys. Either way, I couldn't care less. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. If not, it's not something that we have to do. Okay, so let's get a recap of the Champions League group stages after all 6 games. In Group A, Barcelona qualified first, undefeated, with 5 wins and a draw. Leverkusen joining them, Legia Warszawa or Legia Warsaw, and FC Basel not making it. Basel. Wow, 2 points for FC Basel. That's very disappointing. Group B, and it was Sevilla that got out with Besiktas, and that looks like a very tough group, very evenly matched teams, and as you can see, 3 points separating first and fourth. What an interesting group that was. Leicester City, unfortunately, coming last. Lyon, based on goals scored, it looks like, or maybe the result between Besiktas and Lyon was the difference. If they drew both times, it was based on the fact that Besiktas scored 1 more goal than Lyon, but it could have been based on one of the results between the two. So Lyon going to the Europa League, and Sevilla and Besiktas making it to the knockout stages. In Group C, Bayern Munich were at the top of the group. Atletico Madrid came second. Pretty much what you'd expect from this group, with PSV going into the Europa League and Club Brugge being knocked out altogether. In Group D, Juventus got through with Monaco coming in second. Borussia Mönchengladbach going to the Europa League, and Arsenal getting knocked out completely with 2 wins and 4 losses in the Champions League. That is insanity. In Group E, another tough group, Benfica came first with Spurs in second, Napoli missing out and going to the Europa League, and Celtic with just 1 point, not picking up a win in the Champions League, will be knocked out altogether. Our group, obviously, we won 6 out of 6. Roma, who picked up the win against Salzburg, got through as well. So even if Porto picked up the point, it would not have mattered. They ended up on 7 points, which means they're going to the Europa League, and Salzburg, with a perfect 6-loss record, are knocked out of the Champions League. In Group G, Sporting Club de Portugal going through undefeated with 2 wins and 4 draws. Borussia Dortmund only picking up 9 points from their games, coming in second. Ajax go to the Europa League, and CSKA Moscow get out completely, not even picking up a win. 3 draws, didn't pick up a win, they're knocked out completely. And then finally, Group H, Manchester City topping the group with 4 wins, a draw, and a loss. Real Madrid in second. BSC Young Boys are going to the Europa League, and Copenhagen are out altogether. Manchester City, props on them for topping that group against Real Madrid. That is definitely a difficult task. Not too many of these teams I could predict going through. I would maybe say Benfica and Sporting Club de Portugal, but really, I think the only guaranteed one is Sporting Club de Portugal. I don't think Besiktas have a chance. Other than that, boys, such tight matches. I mean, you'd probably say that Bayern Munich should be getting through against Spurs, but you never know. But that, for a round of 16, boys, that is a crazy round of 16. I can tell this Champions League is going to be absolutely nuts. And then to finish up with the league table, that is what it looks like at the moment. We sit in first position, 2 points ahead of Monaco with a game in hand against them. Nantes are still in third. They have a chance of being 1 point behind Monaco if they win their game in hand. Saint-Etienne sit in fourth, Lyon sit in fifth, Marseille, you just expect them to be doing a little bit better, same with Nice, just you'd expect them to be doing a little bit better, but that's what the league table looks like at the moment, guys, and that's going to be it for today's episode. I did a little bit of a recap there for you guys of the Champions League that might have made this episode a little bit longer, but I hope you did enjoy this episode either way. I'm trying to get these episodes out to you guys as often as possible, so your support is greatly appreciated. If you could leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, that would be fantastic. And again, let me know if you want me to take up the French national team offer. All I'll show you guys is the actual competition, so if that's something that you'll want to see, you can let me know. If it's not, I'm cool with that. I don't have to show it. I just thought I'd leave it up to you guys, so let me know in the comments section below. But that's it from me, guys. I'm going to get up out of here. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. I hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.